In reflecting on the profound wisdom shared by the great companion of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, we are reminded of three essential practices that can deeply shape the state of our hearts and our ultimate destiny. These practices, engaging with the Quran, connecting with the teachings and presence of the Prophet, and reflecting on the reality of death, are not just rituals, but powerful tools for spiritual transformation. Engaging with the Quran. The Quran is not just a book to be read, it is a divine guide for life. When we approach it with sincerity, contemplation, and a willingness to absorb its wisdom, it has the power to illuminate our hearts and provide clarity in every aspect of our lives. The companion's emphasis on connecting with the Quran with full focus, not just as background noise, but as an active conversation with Allah, reminds us that this is the key to spiritual growth. As we prepare for Ramadan, we should commit to a deeper relationship with the Quran, striving to not just read it, but to live by it. Connecting with the Prophet's words. The second practice is rooted in the words and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. His life serves as the ultimate model for how to lead a life of faith, compassion, and integrity. Even though we cannot physically be in his presence, we can still connect to him through his teachings. Regularly engaging with the Hadith and learning about the Prophet's character allows us to draw closer to him and emulate his noble qualities. Just as the companions of the Prophet were inspired by his presence, we too can find inspiration in his legacy, using it as a blueprint for how we navigate the challenges of life. Reflecting on mortality. The third practice, witnessing janazas, is a sobering reminder of the transient nature of life. Death is inevitable, and it is a reality that we must all face. The companion's practice of reflecting on his own death while witnessing others' funerals invites us to confront our mortality with humility. It encourages us to prepare our hearts and souls for that moment, to live with a sense of urgency and purpose. Death is not something to fear, but to be ready for, and the more we reflect on it, the more we live in a state of preparedness and awareness of our ultimate return to Allah. Together, these three practices form a comprehensive approach to spiritual development. They offer us guidance on how to live a life that is meaningful, connected to Allah, and aligned with the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. They also serve as a constant reminder of our eventual meeting with Allah, urging us to live each day with purpose and mindfulness. As we strive to incorporate these practices into our daily lives, let us remember that no act of worship, no matter how small, is insignificant when done with sincerity. Each moment of reflection, each verse of the Quran recited, and each opportunity to emulate the Prophet's character brings us closer to Allah. May Allah grant us the strength to implement these practices consistently, purify our hearts, and accept our efforts. May He guide us to live lives that are pleasing to Him and grant us the best of endings. And when we are called to return to Him, may we meet Him with hearts that are filled with peace, gratitude, and submission. Ameen.